How's it going, guys? My name is Master Gaming here with another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching how to use your Dualsense adaptive triggers on games or just to test them. Now, this feature, this way to do it, actually only allows you to test them, so they're always going to be in always on state. So, like when you're just walking around, they might be on, or if it's not going to be like if you get into a car and like say GTA 5, and then you'll feel the difference in the triggers. It's always going to be on. All right, I'm going to be upfront with that. So all you're really going to need is a DualSense controller, obviously, and a USB-C to USB-A cable. Just be aware that the actual DualSense controller does take up a lot of energy out of your USB port. So like I have a USB hub and I have to unplug it. I'm even surprised that I have a mic right now because having my mic plugged in sometimes draws too much power and also doesn't charge. So make sure you always have your controller charged up. And then after you get your DualSense controller and a USB-C cable for it, you actually want to go look in the description down below, and you want to click and open up this link right here. It takes you to a GitHub. Okay, so this GitHub is the actual tester here, as you see, DualSense support test right here, and I'm also going to have in the description below where I found out about how to do this. It was actually a Reddit post, and I'll make sure to credit the guy. I don't know if he's the one that first originally found it himself, but I know that's how I found it. So therefore, I'll put him down in the description down below. And I'll also try to include some video at the end. I don't know how I'm going to go about doing that because I have to use my phone to record it, but I'll get some video at the end. It's going to probably sound really bad. Alright, so all you want to do is actually just download this DualSense support test. It's just about, let's see here, 720 kilobytes. And here's the source code if you just want to look at how it works. Because to be honest, I'm kind of wondering how this works. I mean, everybody was saying it was possibly impossible. It's going to take till Sony released this to use it, but this actually works. See, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's my DualSense controller now. That's what it sounds like. No, okay. So after you get that downloaded, you just want to just open it up. Let me pull it over here from my second monitor. Where in the world did it go? Let me find it here. Probably in one of these odd folders I have. Up here it is. Put that there. Alright, you just want to unzip it. You can use the regular Windows unzipper here. Click extract. Should take literally seconds. I mean, alright. Then you can get rid of this file here. You don't really need the zipped up folder. Let's pull the DualSense thing over here. Oh, there we go. There we are. And after you do that, you just want to open up the folder. And you're going to see a couple things in there. You're going to see some XML documents, application extensions, and you don't want any of that. You have in a config file. You don't want to do any of that. All right. You just want to you're going to see this testing application here. And when you click on it, Windows Defender should pop up here saying when to protect your PC. You just want to click more info. It is a safe app to use. If it is, I'm going to update it and probably private this video. You won't see this video if there has been some hidden malware. But if you see this video, it's good. And I'm just going to click, you just want to click run anyway. All right, so you should get something called Form 1 here. And what you want to do now is actually plug in your USB-C cable to your computer. Now, this does not work on wireless. I should note that. I'm probably going to put a little message in the front that this does not work for wireless. This only works for wired, as of I know now. Just going to plug it in, and you'll know when it's working properly when you plug your controller in. You just want to press the PS button, and it should connect to your computer here. Once again, right here, I'm back. That was kind of strange. I had to unplug my USB device, another USB-C device to make it work. So as you can see here, and this is how you know it's connected. I have DS4 for Windows. That will be also in the description below if you want to actually do that too. And as you see here, now if you click over here and you see joystick, you don't see anything. It should say input 1, AC turned on. But what you want to do if you don't see anything, you just want to click stop over here. Right, you just want to close this out and you just want to reopen it. So if you already have your controller connected, you have to redo it. So let me open this up here again. That's why I said either. And now you're going to notice something a little different when you first plug it in. You're now going to see input number 0. And you can change the color here. You can't really see it because I don't have footage of that. But What you really want to look right here is at the left trigger and right trigger here at the bottom. And as you see a bunch of these. These actually control how tough the pool is or how weak it is. I still don't understand this completely. This player number actually just shows you what player controller you are. Um, these don't really do anything actually. So I've messed around with them. This does do something. It changes its color. You have some weird funky color. But like I said, the main thing of this video here is this left trigger, right trigger. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch. I don't know what the extra one or extra two is, or GameCube, but I just want you guys to listen and hear the actual the resistance starting to when I click on calibration, which I usually like to do before I turn on anything. So I'm just gonna shut up and let you listen to this.
Alrighty, so this is like my fifth time trying this. This thing does take a lot of power. It disconnected. Alright, so I had to unplug my USB mic and to get enough power from at least from my hub. Now you might not have any issues connecting this to your PC, but I have to use a hub because how far my PC is. And so all you want to do is now open this up, and I'm try to get the audio. So this is going to be a lot harder to do. But you just want to listen, and you should hear the motors inside the controller for the adaptive triggers doing their thing. And I'm going to pull on the left trigger here. Alright. And I'm also going to do the same for the right trigger. Okay. So I'm going to hit the calibration here. Yeah, I don't think it's picking it up. Alright. So after that calibration, now the pulse is the more trigger pull, and the rigid is more of the gas pedal-ish thing. Alright. So now what I've learned is that, like I said, this is always on. So if you set this to this, set this to rigid. Now, like I said, I don't understand what rigid 1.1 does. I think it just seems like it's loose all the time. So I don't really understand what rigid does. But that's how you do it, guys. I'm gonna actually, right now, I'm gonna see if I can record some on my phone of using the different features, so like the color select or the actual triggers themselves. So I'll see you with my phone recording in a moment here.
Alrighty, gamers. As you can see here, I am now on my phone, and I'm actually showing you the actual adaptive trigger. So I don't know if you can see that. See if my phone focuses here. Kind of dark in my room, but kind of hard to always show these adaptive triggers. And now I'm going to go switch over and show you guys the color select here. So, like I said, you see right now it is blue, and I have to turn my keyboard off. I actually had to unplug it. But if you change some of the settings here, so let me just change the settings. Let's do something like this. I could just, alright. And if you change the color select, it should also change the controller. So as you see here, I'm turning the red up. It turns the controller red. If I turn, that turns it black. Ooh. But if I turn this up to green, it's now green. Do a little bit of blue in there. Alright. So that's just the color select there. That's a weird color. And here's the player number. The player numbers are actually at the bottom. So this is player 0. This is 2. This is 28, which is just a bunch of numbers moved. And I'm just going to do a little bit more with the triggers here. So this is set onto rigid here. That one's a little harder to see, but there is a lot more push in there. Let me just switch over to off, and you can see the difference of my finger. Now you don't feel it. Feels a lot more. There's no tension at all compared to here on the left stick. Alright, I'm going to slap over back to my computer and I'll be back.
You see there, that is a valuable option. So now, if you want to play it in games, uh, like I use it in No Man's Sky when I'm using the multi-tool, you want to have the DS4 for Windows. And what the DS4 for Windows is, it allows the haptic feedback the vibration, and also allows you to change what buttons do what. Now, just do be aware, you need to have certain things installed, and when you first install it, it should tell you what you need to have installed. I already have it installed, and this isn't a DS4 for Windows tutorial. This is how to use your adaptive trigger. Alright, so if you guys have any other problems, just let me know down in the description, and I will be glad to help you guys fix them. I hope this video was informative. I hope everybody has a nice day. Peace out.